There is a particular kind of warning that is worth paying attention to above all others. Not the warning from a critic who never believed in something. Not the warning from a competitor who stands to benefit from doubt. But the warning from the person who built the thing, who spent their career creating it, who understands it better than almost anyone alive, and who has looked at what they made and concluded that the world needs to be more careful than it currently is. Those warnings are rare, and they tend to matter. Right now, some of the most significant warnings about artificial intelligence are coming from exactly those people, not from skeptics or technophobes, from the researchers, founders, and architects who built the systems at the center of the AI revolution, people who have more to lose professionally and reputationally from raising concerns than from staying quiet. What they are saying, and why they are saying it now, is worth understanding carefully. Geoffrey Hinton spent decades doing the foundational research that made modern AI possible. His work on neural networks, the mathematical architecture that underlies almost every significant AI system in use today, was considered by many of his contemporaries to be an interesting but ultimately limited research direction. For years, the mainstream of computer science was skeptical. Hinton persisted, and the vindication came in dramatic form: the deep learning revolution of the 2000s, which transformed AI from a promising research field into a technology reshaping the global economy. In 2013, Google acquired the company Hinton had co-founded to commercialize his research. He became a distinguished researcher at one of the most powerful technology companies in the world. His ideas, once considered fringe, had become the foundation of an industry worth trillions of dollars. In May 2023, he resigned, not to retire, not to pursue other research. He resigned specifically so that he could speak freely about his concerns, without those concerns being filtered through the communications department of a company with a financial interest in maintaining confidence in AI. What he said when he left was striking, coming from someone of his stature. He expressed genuine concern that AI systems might develop capabilities and goals that humans cannot predict or control. He said he was not sure how to prevent AI from being used in ways that could be deeply harmful. He described the pace of development as faster than he had expected, and faster, he implied, than the world's capacity to understand what it was building. A man who spent his career making AI possible was now saying that the world needed to be significantly more careful about what it was doing with his life's work. That is not a casual statement from a casual person. Ilya Sutskever is one of the co-founders of OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, and one of the most influential organizations in the history of technology. He was also, for several years, its chief scientist, the person most responsible for the technical direction of the systems that have sparked the current AI moment. Few people on Earth have had more direct influence on where AI is today than Sutskever. In late 2023, he was one of the board members who voted to remove OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman, a decision that triggered one of the most dramatic corporate crises in recent technology history. Within days, the decision was reversed. Altman returned, and the board that had voted against him was largely replaced. Sutskever subsequently left OpenAI entirely. What he said in the aftermath, and particularly in a commencement address at MIT, was not the language of a person who had simply lost a corporate power struggle. It was the language of someone genuinely grappling with the implications of what he had helped build. He told graduates that they were entering the world at a moment of genuine historical consequence, that the systems being developed represented something categorically new, that the decisions being made right now about how AI is built, who controls it, and what constraints are placed on it would matter in ways that are difficult to fully anticipate. From the co-founder of the company at the center of the AI revolution, that is a message worth taking seriously. Dario Amodei's warning is different in character from Hinton's or Sutskever's, and in some ways more instructive precisely because of that difference. Amodei was a senior researcher at OpenAI who left in 2021 to co-found Anthropic, a company whose explicit founding premise was that the development of AI needed to be approached more carefully than the competitive dynamics of the industry were encouraging. He did not leave AI. He left to do AI differently. Anthropic's work on AI safety, on understanding what these systems actually do, what values they express, and how to make them more reliably aligned with human intentions, is a direct expression of concerns that Amodei and his co-founders brought with them from their previous work. What makes Amodei's position particularly striking is that he is not arguing from the outside. He is building frontier AI systems that are among the most capable in the world, while simultaneously arguing that the pace pace of development and the competitive pressures of the industry create genuine risks that are not being adequately managed. He has said publicly that the technology his company is building could be one of the most transformative and potentially dangerous in human history. He builds it anyway, on the grounds that if powerful AI is going to be built regardless, it is better to have safety-focused organizations at the frontier than to cede that ground to those less focused on the risks. That is a genuinely uncomfortable position. And the discomfort is the point. 3 people, 3 different stories, 3 different ways of responding to the same underlying concern. What connects them is not pessimism about technology. All 3 have dedicated their careers to building AI and believe in its potential to do significant good. What connects them is a shared assessment, reached independently, expressed differently, but pointing in the same direction, that the current pace and competitive dynamics of AI development are creating risks that the world is not adequately prepared to manage. They are not saying AI should stop. They are saying that the gap between what AI can do and the world's capacity to understand and govern what it is doing is widening. And that widening gap is the thing worth being concerned about. When the people who built something say that, it is not the same as when a critic says it. It carries a different weight. It reflects a different kind of knowledge. History has examples of warnings from insiders that were heard too late. The scientists who worked on early industrial chemicals and later raised concerns about their environmental effects. The engineers who identified structural risks in systems that subsequently failed. The researchers who understood the addictive dynamics of products long before those dynamics became public. In each case, the warnings were available. The question was whether the people and institutions with the power to act on them were paying attention. The people who built AI are warning us. They are not doing so quietly or privately or in language designed to be dismissed. They are doing so publicly, at personal and professional cost, with the authority that comes from having built the thing they are warning about. Whether those warnings are heard and acted on is one of the more consequential questions of the decade. At Macro Breakdown, we break down the economic forces shaping the world, clearly and without the noise. If this video gave you something to think about, subscribe, and we will keep covering the stories that matter. Drop any questions in the comments below.